I just spent the last few days creating a workbook to help women over 50 turn what they already know into digital products. Very simple. And while I was building it, one thing kept jumping out at me, right? One thing kept saying to me, most of us already know something that people would pay to learn. Let me say that again. Most of us already know something that people would pay to learn. We just don't recognize it, right? And I kept thinking, I know people who know that same thing. You probably know people too. Heck, you might even be the person, right? I'm that person for some people, right? What happens is we just don't think it counts because this is just us doing life, right? We've been calling our knowledge just life, just the experiences that we've had. So today, what I'm going to do is hand you a list. 5 categories, 5 real examples, real formats. And by the end of this, you should be able to point at one and go, wait, I could actually do that, right? Let's go. Now, first of all, here's the thing I want to say to you. And I have my notes here, so if I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. But I want to say this to you real quick. I'm not going to spend this entire time, 10, 15 minutes, right, convincing you of your worth. You know your value, you know your worth, right? That's another video for another time. What I do want to do is spend this time, 10, 15 minutes, showing you exactly what this looks like when it becomes money, right? Format, platform, ballpark pricing, you do the deciding, right? That's completely up to you. Because one thing I've learned while I've been researching online businesses just like this, people don't pay for information. I know that there's a saying that we used to say all the time, people pay for information. That's not necessarily true anymore, right? They pay to get where you are faster. It's that simple. They pay to get where you are faster. They're not paying for the information. If I listen, let's all be honest. If we all packaged up all the information that we had and we gathered over the years, we'd all be millionaires at the very least, right? What people are paying for, the faster way to get to where you are. They want the shortcut, right? They're paying for the mistakes that you already made so they don't have to. They're paying for the time that you already spent so that they can save that time, right? They keep that in the back of your mind as you go through this list, right? This is not about information. This is about you, somebody paying you for the things that you already know, right? Every single example is just really a shortcut with a price tag on it. Okay? All right, here we go. Number 1, money management knowledge. If you know how to manage money, that's a skill because a lot of people don't. If you know how to manage money on purpose, budgeting, couponing, paying off debt, stretching a paycheck, right? There's a saying, I got more month than I have money. So if you know how to stretch the dollar for the full 31 days, that is a skill because a lot of people don't have that. That's an actual skill that is a sellable thing, right? Here's what it looks like in real life. A $9 debt payoff tracker on Etsy. You create a debt payoff tracker, sell it for $9 on Etsy. A $27 budget template. You create a template for budgets to help people with their budgeting. We've seen them all. We've seen little books. We've seen all kinds. You create a template and you sell it. It's $27, right? You can build that in Google Sheets. It's not difficult at all, right? You could do a one-time 30-minute Zoom call where you help somebody set up their first real budget. A lot of people don't even know how to do it. I remember when I first started budgeting, I didn't know what to do. I just was writing down everything that I owe every month. I never thought about also including what comes in every month, right? I just didn't know how to do a budget. You can do a one-on-one Zoom call with people to teach them how to set up a budget. Listen, I once spent an entire Saturday on hold with the Epson, my printer, the Epson people, because my printer refused to do some stuff, and I refused to pay for a new one just out of pure spite. I'm not doing it, right? That particular skill is not for sale. However, I could feed an entire family of 5 on one income for a decade if I knew how to do that. I trust you. That one absolutely will sell. If you ever made $1 doing something that you weren't supposed to be able to do, write it down. That's thing number 1. Number 2, what about people who already ask you for things, right? The things that your friends, your cousins, your family, your aunties, your uncles, whoever, your church group text already come to you for. For me, it's real estate and real estate contracts, right? My people come to me about real estate. Even other realtors come to me about real estate, which is why I have Kingdom Closings. I digress. People always saying, Kelly, is this a good deal? Am I going to lose money? Whatever. People come to me about the things that I know. I have been a real estate broker for 26 years. I know a thing or two. Not everything, a thing or two. That's marketable, right? Listen, here's what that looks like in money. A Fiverr gig rewriting resumes for $80. A style edit, someone who, if you're very stylish in clothing, and people come to you and say, help me put this outfit together. I got an interview, or I'm going on a date. I need you to help. I'll probably need you to help me with that if you have that skill. But anyway, a style service where you go through somebody's closet virtually. You don't have to actually go to their house. They can bring their phone and show you, and you go through their closet virtually over FaceTime. And that's a $20 caption that people can swipe off your Instagram bio link. It's very simple, right? If 3 or more unrelated people come to you and ask you the same questions or the same types of questions, right? That's not a coincidence. It's absolutely not. That's a market. That's actually free market research. It's on Fiverr, it's on Etsy, it's on Instagram. Write that down. Okay? Number 3, your career, whatever your career is, turn it into a product. Whatever you did for a paycheck, 20 plus years, 30 plus years, right, is not just a job history. It's actually raw material. Me, I'm in real estate, 26 years. Someone who is in HR, someone who is in nursing, someone's in teaching, someone's in banking, someone's in administration. Here's what that looks like in money. A 2-hour LinkedIn makeover consult. Can't talk. A recorded mini course sold on your own website, right? You create a mini course, you sell it on your own website, Beacons, Gumroad, any of them, it doesn't matter. Or even set up a school page and sell it through school, SKOOL, right? A 1-page first 90 days cheat sheet that you sell for $15 for people who are starting the career that you're about to retire from. You have more knowledge in your 20, 30 years than someone who's just starting out, right? And we know industries change, times change, build up, but there are some basic things that you can teach someone and get paid to do it, right? Again, you don't have to know everything. You really don't. You just have to have a couple of decades, just a couple, even 1 decade of knowledge, or not even decades. All you have to have is a couple of chapters, or be a couple of chapters ahead of somebody, right? Of the person that you are, that you're helping. And then be willing to write it down and create a PDF about it. It's that simple. Write down your career. What is your career? Not the job title, but what you actually do, the actual problems that you solve every single day. That's thing number 3. Here we go. Thing number 4. The other day we did a video called Boring Side Hustles. This is the boring skill that you turned into a template, right? Number 4 is it's something that nobody really brags about, right? It's organizing, it's spreadsheets, it's systems, it's Canva. And listen, I got a whole love-hate relationship with Canva. Me and Canva don't really get along. But if you know Canva, I promise you, I'm going to raise my hand to pay for whatever you have as it relates to teaching people about Canva, right? I built a realtor deduction worksheet in Excel because I was getting tired of every February and March and April struggling to get my tax stuff together because I was waiting to the last minute. I have a sheet now. And so every month I'm writing all my deductions every month. So then in March or April, when I turn my stuff over to my accountant, it's already there. Somebody pays for that, right? I was tired of crying over receipts every April. And what does that look like for money? I could sell that exact, and I have sold that exact spreadsheet, right, on Etsy for 12 bucks. 12 bucks. I can sell it the exact same way that I could sell wedding invitations, meal planners, daily planner plans, workout schedules. I probably need to buy that too. Social media templates, right? Create a template, sell it for $9. Right? It's if you're skilled at organizing, making spreadsheets, systems, and Canva, create a workbook, create a template or something, and put it on Etsy. Boring just means that nobody's bragged about it yet, right? And if your brain works a little differently, like mine, like my ADHD brain, whatever your flavor is, right? The system that you built to simply function are systems that other people with that same type of brain, the same wiring, are actively Googling right now. And if you have the answer to that problem, put it in a template and sell it, right? That's a specific sellable product, not a footnote, right? Write down the boring thing that you know how to do, okay? Number 5. Your life experiences turned into a program. Something that you've survived, something that you've rebuilt more than one time, after going through a divorce, after starting over, after weight loss, right? After a business that is falling or has fallen apart, right? And is getting rebuilt. Here's what that looks like in money. A paid 4-week group program on school. There's plenty of people who have a similar story to you and how you got, Aretha Franklin used to sing, "How I Got Over." You need to be able to show people how you got through that, right? Systematically, and get paid for it. A one-on-one coaching, helping people, how you offering $50 to $100, right? $99, $97 is a sweet spot. An hour. Teaching people how to get past your life experiences turned into some type of program. Create a program, right? Or you could do like a short ebook. It doesn't have to be long, 50, 60 pages. It could be a short ebook that walks someone through the exact steps that you took, priced at $17, $27, $37, whatever. 7 seems to be the magic number these days. Sold right off of your own website. Beacons, Gumroad, Stand Store, any of those, right? You're not selling the pain. Let me be clear. You're not selling the pain of the divorce. You're not selling the pain of the hurt. You're not selling the pain of starting over. You're not selling the struggle of weight loss. You're simply selling the steps. You're telling a story and you're selling the steps. Somebody is standing exactly where you stood. They paid real money for the map instead of a maze. Write down what you rebuilt. Write down what you started over with. That's how. Thing number 5. I do have a bonus. I know I said I only had 5, but I do have a bonus for you. And I couldn't really leave this off, right? Write. It's that simple. Write. 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 If you write, if you journal, if you use Substack, Substack is an amazing place to write. I write on Substack. Go check me out. Lip Gloss Coffee in a Word. I write on Substack all the time. Blogging, whatever you call it. I need you to hear this. I know a lot of people who write, and a lot of people who write on Substacks, genuinely good writers, genuinely good writers who don't think what they're doing is worth any type of money. They don't even think they should charge for it. I'm just writing down my thoughts. Your thoughts are helping somebody. Write down your thoughts. It doesn't matter. Write them down and stop waiting. If you're on Substack, let me tell you one tip. Stop waiting until you get to a certain number before you create your pay section, right? There's all free. But I'm telling you, if you go ahead and create the pay section right up front, maybe after 20 subscribers, I'm sorry. If you get 20 subscribers, go ahead and start your paywall, right? And you put behind the paywall your podcast or maybe more in-depth writing if somebody wants to continue to read this particular story. Substack subscriptions, tongue twister, at $5 a month. That's all it is. You can charge what you want, but I charge $5 a month, and I charge $35 for the whole year. That's it. Somebody gets to read what I write every month, every day, because I write every day, right? For $5 a month. And they get the extra. They get the podcast. They get the deeper revelation about some of the things, the articles that I write. I just wrote an article the other day about Nolan Wells. And behind the paywall, I go into a little more depth about it. So anyway, that's the best thing. That's the bonus. Write. If you write, just write. Write for somebody. Write for yourself. Write for your future me. Whatever it is you want to write, just write. If people are going to pay, they're going to pay for your authentic self, for what you write. Okay? If you are already on there and they're paying and they're watching your newsletters for free, turn that thing around. $5, $6, $7, $8, right? I think the sweet spot is $7 a month. But they're paying for you not because words are rare, right? It's because your words did something to them. Your words did something for them, right? You poured into them with your words, and that's why they will pay for what you write. If you write, that's bonus, and it's a bonus number 6. Write that down. So let me give you a quick recap. With the actual format next to each one. The first one is money management. If you do money management, you're going to use templates, you're going to use trackers, you're going to use quick consultations, right? Number 2, what people already ask you for. You're going to use Fiverr gigs, swipe files, you're going to do style edits. All those types of things go with number 2. Number 3, your career, LinkedIn consultations, mini courses, and cheat sheets, okay? And then number 4, the boring skill. You're going to make Etsy templates. You're going to do Canva printables, all of those types of things. And then your life experiences. That's number 5. Your life experience. You're going to do group programs, coaching, ebooks, right? You can even do that on Etsy too. Listen, your writing monetized through Substacks or a compiled ebook. That's the bonus. Okay. So those are the things that, as the recap, listen, pick one. You don't have to do all 5 or 6 of them. You don't have to. You just pick one and do it this week. Here's the thing. Again, you don't need all 5. You only need one. And so before you buy another course, before you another guru, before you convince yourself that you need another certification. I have a friend of mine. I love her dearly, but my God, today she's got enough certifications plastered all on her walls. Do something. Do something with one of the certifications, right? Spend an hour, just 1 hour. I'm only asking you for 1 hour. Taking inventory, not with me, with yourself. Taking inventory of everything that you've already learned in your life, right? Then pick one thing, just one, from that list and build the smallest possible version of it this week. The smallest. If it's a 2-page something, a 2-page ebook or whatever it is, a $9 template, a single Fiverr gig, right, where you're offering your services, right, a 1-page cheat sheet for the career that you had, right, or you have, right. You don't have to create the whole business today or this week, right? Just the first smallest thing that somebody could pay you for by Friday, right? Now, if you watched all of that, if you watched this entire thing all the way through and thought, Kelly, listen, I don't even know where to start. I actually created something for you for exactly that. It's called From Idea to Income, the Women Over 50 Business Starter Kit. I walk you step by step from I don't know what I'd even sell to publishing your first digital product, right? How to finish it, where to sell it, how to price it without panic, okay? If that sounds like what you need, you'll find it in my Beacons page. The link will be attached below. The link, it's in the description and in my bio. Subscribe. Please subscribe if you want more of these. I'm going to keep handing you the actual list, not just the pep talk. We got enough pep talks. We got enough rah rah sis boom ba. You can do it. How do you do it? Let's get it done, right? Comment which of the 5, which one of the 5 that I've given you do you think you want to do? I'll read every single comment and I will reply. Remember, your next income stream might not come from learning something new. It might come from finally packaging what you already know, what you've known for years. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.